got the taste, they'll grow from this.
Yeah, and they love Sundowns back four as well. They love playing a high line, which always makes me a little bit nervous. I think the one opportunity that Ferrat had, the striker, lobbing the goalkeeper, just went over the crossbar. They've just got to be a little bit wary of that, you know, a little bit too square for me, that defensive back four.
And it was a great night of football up in Algeria. 40,000 in that stadium. And the passion that they brought to it, really lifting MC Alger to a fantastic performance and 0-0 draw in that one. But what a game, worth watching. Catch it on Catch Up if you want. Go back and take a look. Now, moving to the CAF Confederations Cup. And here it needs talking about, because Kaizer Chiefs against Zamalek, and early on, the worst thing that can happen happens. Jaziri scores.
Again, when I look at the campaign of Kaizer Chiefs so far, it has been marked by individual errors. Peterson comes off his line, he does not even get a touch. Miguel tries to clear, he sets up Jaziri to be able to finish in that moment. A well-taken goal coming from Jaziri, he gives them the lead.
Then Peterson makes up for it, though, because he then was brave, made a couple of really important saves to keep Chiefs in it.
Yeah, he just made that one error that led to the goal on the 3rd minute. And otherwise, other than that, he was super brave, made excellent saves. Miguel with that good cover toe poke away. You know, also Chiefs in their defense, you know, they lost Cross early, had to make that change with Marco, and then also Sereno, all in the first half. So, again, I think a good comeback from their part.
With a performance like this one that Peterson did put in, okay, there was the mistake. Is he unlucky not to be in the Bafana squad?
No.
He was the clean sheet king at the top of the season.
Yeah, but when you look at the coach says he wants players that he has worked with, players that he knows. You look at Ronan Williams, he selects himself. You look at Sipo Chain, he's the goalkeeper of the season. You look at Goss, he has played a good supporting role to the 2 goalkeepers that are ahead of him. Now, to bring in a Peterson out of nowhere into that squad, the coach did not want to shake things up. Yes, a great start to the league with the 5 clean sheets for Peterson, but from there, things did not work out well. 2 very costly mistakes in the CAF competition so far.
Moving on to how it was the Chiefs got back into the game. Solomon's finding the back of the net. He's been important for them in the 2 games that they've played in the Confederations Cup, getting the 2nd goal in 2 weeks.
Yeah, and pressure was brought to bear by the changes by Kaizer and Co. And this was slightly lucky, because you would expect Egypt's number 2 to deal with this Sobi. You know, this is an easy catch. But, yeah, I wonder what was going through his mind, because I don't know how he misses this. You know, that's an easy catch. Lack of concentration late on in the game. And 1-1.
That's how that one ends up in the back of the net. The Egyptians, though, are here writing a letter complaining, saying this is a game they should have won. Referee disallowing a couple of opportunities that they should have had. So I thought, let me engage you guys here. Should they have got a 2nd goal, Zamalek? There's a moment where Miguel is involved with Jaziri, and that could have easily been 2-0. Ball is found in the back of the net, but for the fact that a foul is adjudged.
Yeah, they can write all they want, you know. I'm not sure that this result is going to be overturned because of it. I feel that this is a soft decision. I think this is very clever offensive play from the striker. There's 1 touch there.
It's a touch, right? But nothing to talk about. He keeps going.
But he's letting Miguel know that he's there, you see. So that's adding pressure to a pressure situation.
And then the second one
is... That 2nd touch doesn't reflect how Miguel goes down.
Yeah, so it's not enough to make him fall.
No. So Miguel, I think, does fool the referee with the way he goes down. And that goal should have stood.
Because he tries to header it back to the goalkeeper, and it's gone wrong with the header.
Lucky to get away with it. I've seen those on the continent being given to the attacking team.
Play on.
Play on. In some countries, that one is play on. But lucky for Miguel, the referee sees... He was, to be fair to him, he was pushed twice, Thomas, in that moment. The question is, were those nudges enough for him to go down? The answer for the last one might be no, but he's taking a risk. Why don't you just clear the ball and then you regroup? Jaziri feels unlucky. not to get its praise in that moment. But Kaizer Chiefs needs to be careful. They're making a lot of mistakes that are costing the team.
None of our teams from South Africa lost, though, in either the Champions League or the Confederations Cup. Stellenbosch continued to rise now with the fourth, even later goal. And if you look at the clock there, see, I'm even adding to Matt's 30-second strike, because that is a great strike. And what a fantastic finish as far as Steadies were concerned in that game. But if you feel my save is maybe a little bit better than that finish, please let us know with the hashtag SSDiski. Your support always welcome when it comes to the 30-second strike. Now, let's get straight into what's been taking place as far as the Betway Premiership is concerned. Orlando Pirates on a run of form right now. Orlando Pirates are top of the Betway Premiership, and it began with Chippa United. You've got tactics and trends from that 2-0 victory that Pirates had.
I've got the tactics and the trends, and when I look at that moment that Orlando Pirates goes on to score the goal, I'm going to highlight the low block and how that low block is dissected. The ball goes to Rile Mufokeng. Look at how he scans. He checks what is happening behind him. He gets the information. As soon as he receives, look at that back four for Chippa United. They were playing a 4-5-1 formation. That is the 5 in the midfield, and up top, Ivanga was the only striker up top. But when Rile Mufokeng turns around, look what he's going to do with the 9 players behind the ball. The end of God is on Mahopa. He's going to go on and score the goal in this moment. But what is critical is identifying the space in behind the 9 red shirts. Rile Mufokeng has got a game-changing pass. The weight of the pass is going to be important. Look at Dion Hotto, the understanding between Hotto and Rile. Look at the weight of the pass. Excellent. Dissects 9 players. As soon as it goes to Dion Hotto, when you hold it there was a question of offside. You cannot be offside when you're behind the ball. That cross coming from Dion Hotto finds Mahopa in a good position. One pass, dissects 9 players, excellent weight of it. Mahopa finishes.
Is it that kind of play that had you saying earlier on that Hugo Bruce might use Mofokeng as a 10 versus using him out wide? Is it that kind of play that's giving you that idea?
For me, is how he has matured. To be able to scan and get the information, take a picture and look at those 9 players and say, how can I find a shorter route to goal?
What's his better position? Let's get straight to that one. What's his better position for Mofokeng? Playing 10 or playing out wide?
I can't answer that. I think he's equally good in both. And it's what Wadu did very well in this particular game was Chippa were doing very well defensively. You saw the time there, 74 minutes. Kamis in particular. And what he did was he changed Tumo for Mahopa, and he took Mbule off. Mofokeng came into that 10 role. Apollos came on a little bit wider. And that was the perfect situation. And I like that fact that a player is versatile enough to start in one position and end the game in another.
Like equally good at both? Equally, like tactics and trends here.
When you look at the tactics and the trends, you have to look at moving the ball from a pressure area to a non-pressure area. When we pause it here, you're looking at the bottom of your screen. You have all blue jerseys on the bottom of your screen, and Pirates have got 2 over on the other side. So it means that Pirates move the ball to the non-pressure area. Now they were playing a 4-3-3 formation. This is the Durban City of Kevin Hunt. In that 4-3-3 formation, they forgot to cover certain pockets of spaces on that field of play. As soon as the ball is progressed by Ndaba to be able to find Muremi, I'm spiraling Muremi in this instance. You'll see that Gaba gets the attention of Muremi. He's going towards Muremi. It means he opens up the space in that middle for Rile in the pocket. As soon as he receives, that is Muremi. Look at Rile Mufokeng noticing the space, making a run into that space. That's how you stretch that defense of Durban City, starting in the pocket, going out wide. The hand of God is on Mahopa. He's going to go on and score the goal in this moment. But the movement of Rile to notice the space out wide is what is excellent for me. As soon as he composes himself, now look at that man, Ngana, the one that is going to go down with that pass that has been made. One thing that Rile Mufokeng does well, he attracts attention. As soon as he attracts that attention, that is the space that Mahopa notices. But with that one pass that Rile makes, he dissects 5 defenders. That one pass finds Mahopa the composure to control. Good first touch on his weaker foot. He finishes with his left foot. One thing that I love is that Rile Mufokeng notices what his teammates are doing. When Muremi is going towards the ball, he notices the space out wide and he goes and uses it well.
Pirates go into the lead on the back of that one. Now, Orlando Pirates have, I think, all of us guessing, because against Chippa, Mbogazi is sitting up in the stands. And the rumor mill in every newspaper is that he's gone to the MLS. And then the next game against Durban City, Mbogazi is starting the game. Pirates have got everybody wondering what is going on. Here he is, Mbogazi, back in the defense.
Yeah, there was a lot of talk, and any professional, you might take your eye off the ball, you know, coming back into the team. And here, I think probably a little bit too overconfident. Perhaps he was sucked into all of that talk instead of just doing the basics. But, you know, he deserves a mistake once in a while, you know, just to, the football gods, just to remind him, you know, what it's about. But here, Durban City should really have gone into the lead. And Pirates, you know, before their goal, it was all Durban City, to be honest. I think that Nemtajela and Mbata were very quick to bypass Tito. And Ngana and Mkhize were very good at cutting off those through balls. And when they didn't read it, then Keat was very quick off his line. So again, another case of Durban City not taking their chances before that Makgopa goal.
What's the signal mean?
Paula. Paula.
Eh?
Cool down, Majida.
I've got this. What's the expectation for the final now? He didn't play against Chippa. He plays against Durban City. What do you expect? Is he going to be the thinking part of the Pirate squad?
Yeah, he's a starter for me, without a doubt, because he adds so much balance to that centre-back, two centre-backs with his left foot. So I should imagine it's going to be him and CBC, very strong on the ball. And it's just while he's made that mistake now, bring him back down to earth, and he'll be ready for that final.
Is he leaving?
You guys are in a better position than me to call
How am
that.
I going to know?
Why are you asking me?
I'm just, maybe you know things that we don't know. Maybe you read a paper I didn't see. You have the booth view from above.
Don't believe what you read in the newspapers.
We just don't know. That's the bottom line. Is that at this stage, it's just guessing game. Second goal, tactics and trends. What do you see? What did you see there in terms of Pirates making it 2?
I see how Pirates stretch that defense of Durban City in this moment, because what I'm going to highlight is a compact block. I'm highlighting the compact block because that is the 4 in defense, the 3 in midfield, and the 3 up front. Look at how compact they are. But what Pirates does well is they move the ball back so that compact unit stretches. Now look at the distance now between the front 3 and the rest of the team of Durban City. Sipo Chain, a goal player, plays a long ball, delightful ball from Mbutuma. Mbutuma rises the highest to be able to flick that ball onto Rile Mufokeng, who sees the space. On the right of your picture, I'm spiraling Ndaba, the man that is going to go on and give the assist in this moment. As soon as that ball goes to Rile Mufokeng, on the right of your picture, the hand of God is on Tito. He's going to score the goal. Look at how deep he comes from. Like, look at Rile Mufokeng. Any ordinary player plays that ball back to Mbata, but because of the skill and talent that he has, he doesn't. He attracts 4 defenders to himself once again. That is Rile Mufokeng. When you look at the space that is created by that move of going inside, now Ndaba has got the opportunity to go on that overlap to be able to receive the ball. As soon as Ndaba is about to receive that, look on the D-line. Apollos correctly positioned. Then he puts his hands out to say, Ndaba, you have to see me. I'm in a very good position. That cutback comes from Ndaba to Apollos. Now, that is the space that the ambulance has seen. That is Tito Maswanganyi. He says, Apollos, please don't shoot. You have to set me up. I'm in a good position. He sets him up. On his weaker foot, Tito Maswanganyi puts the ball in the back of the net. It's how Orlando Pirates stretches that block, move the ball back, let them come and press. As soon as they come, bring the ball back. Good understanding. Ndaba with the assist, with the second assist, Apollos, Tito finishes.
Great skill from Apollos to slightly delay that pass to Tito. And Tito knows that Keat has to scamper across to his far post, and therefore he doesn't need to hit that side foot too hard. And he also guesses that the defender is going to open his legs for that block. A great passing play.
Coach Gavin Hunt loses his job at Durban City after losing to Orlando Pirates by 2-0. Is that the reason why? Is it that Pirates beat him and management is saying, you shouldn't have lost to Pirates, you're gone?
He's done bloody well to get his team to 8th position with the squad that he has, Thomas. So I don't think that this result had anything to do with it. I suspect it's other issues behind the scenes. You know, your guess is as good as mine. But to get the sack, so we've been told, on 8th position, you know.
For a promoted side.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I don't think it's the result over the weekend. They might have had issues in the behind the scenes. To look at Gavin Hunt, the squad that he has, to be in 8th position, to get the balance of the squad, and for him, when they were sitting before the season started on that drawing board, you say Pirates coming to visit, you're not going to put 3 points. You're going to put 1 point, or you're going to put 0
1 point
points.
and a question mark.
Yes, 1 point and a question mark. And to say because we got fired because of that, I don't believe it. I think there is discussion that did not go well in the office between the management and the coach, hence the...
At the end of the day, though, all that behind-the-scenes thing, surely, if you're management, you look at the log. And you go, yeah, okay, there's all this, and we're not agreeing about the log. Guys, we are safe, comfy. Isn't that the #1 priority?
Absolutely, but there's clearly tension behind the scene. It could have had something to do with sort of the Middendorp issue. It could have had something to do with players that Gavin wanted to bring in. Who knows? But it's, again, that's one of the reasons why I stay away from coaching things, because, you know, you've done so well to get your team into a position like that, and then something untoward happens and you're out the door.
Matt, you know what I'm so worried about coaching? Break when there's time to work with the team. That's the most dangerous part.